Would I be the a-hole for deleting an old video of my current boyfriend with his former girlfriend? Yes, I did look through his camera, and actually, there are 4 or 5 vids on there. We have been seeing each other for 3 months, and I happened to stumble across what appears to be a pretty old video of him and his ex. Well, she was married at the time and still is, to another dude. I'm not sure if I should delete it and be an a-hole, or not delete it and still be an a-hole. Now, info, they're SMEX videos. So these are adult videos of him and his ex-partner, as well as also more info. He also has these videos of me. He said he never did this with anyone before, so this makes me not trust him to delete and when we split.
Yeah, delete all the videos of you and her.
Yeah,
and don't film anymore.
This is the interesting thing. Like, of course, all the comments bouncing
them.
back and forth between these things. So people start saying, this is the top comment. You would be the a-hole. His camera. Please note, his camera, not yours. You don't get to delete Schmidt on a device that isn't yours. Respect others' property. Why are you even messing with his camera? Try asking him to delete it instead.
No.
It's like, I have to wonder, okay, others' property. It really has to depend on, like, because I know there are some people out there who will send or make content with each other or even send to each other as a gift of things like, this is for you. It's kind of like giving flowers. You know, if you break up with them, they don't expect the flowers back. Of course, it's not every other person out there. And when it comes to stuff like this, with the risk that is involved with this sort of content being spread around and things, it makes sense that you should probably check with someone if they send you this stuff, whether or not you get to keep it forever if things go sour. I mean, I better play it safe and just assume it's a no. Yeah, it's amazing. A lot of these people are back and forth with this.
Well, I don't understand. He's not required to delete his history. You shouldn't keep videos of exes. What are you doing with them?
Get out of his camera if you can't handle seeing he had a life before you.
Why is he watching sex tapes of his ex?
Yeah, it's like, you would be the a-hole for not first showing it to the ex's husband.
I don't know if he needs to see the videos, but maybe he can be like, hey, I know she was married when this happened. Just FYI. He's a horrible person. But the fact that she said, I don't trust him. If he's going to delete them when we break up, then don't do them anymore.
Yeah.
You don't trust him. It's only been 3 months. Run while you can.
Yeah. It's, like, there's a lot of downvoted you be the a-holes. I'm guessing all the people who think Natar just haven't commented yet. Just everyone shaming her for snooping through his camera, his phone.
But she's not looking at messages. It's in his camera roll.
Oh, interesting, actually. Someone shared a story that is literally about snooping on someone else's device and deleting naked photos of old girlfriends. What are the ends? You're the a-hole. Yeah, and these on sale on Natar. So, okay, let's see what the perspective is on this one. What makes it different? Am I the a-hole for deleting my younger brother's secret stash of intimate photos? I was using my brother's laptop the other day. He's 23 and kind of an a-hole. When I searched for some important documents that I had just downloaded, I stumbled across a folder that said bank_statements. But I saw it was about 1.2 gigabytes. I obviously knew he did not have 1.2 gigs of bank statements, so when I clicked on it, I saw that he has, I don't know, about 50 to 100 photos and like a dozen videos of people I recognize. All his ex-girlfriends. And yeah, it doesn't need saying what kind of photos they were. Obviously a lot of tea parties, social events, just very fond memories. I thought this was really sleazy. I'm sure he didn't have their permission, and I deleted the entire folder, backup, and more. When he found it, and surprise, surprise, he found out, like that evening, he went ballistic and accused me of stealing the photos for myself and being a perv. Talk about projection. I simply asked him whether he had permission, and he said it's none of my business, and I'm forbidden from using his laptop or his car, apparently. He must have more stashed in his car, clearly. Even though our parents bought us both those things. Am I the a-hole here? I'm in half a mind to actually reach out to his exes to make sure they know what I saw.
I don't understand how this is any different to the other story, and people are saying Natar here.
Yeah.
But yes, on the other one.
So wait, how do you know this is the guy?
I don't know, I'm just assuming, because there's the whole like, women going through camera rolls and finding things that hurt them and stuff like that they're just like, yeah, you did it to yourself.
I do believe she actually responded at one point. Her reasoning, it actually wasn't a good reason, but I mean, again, I kind of stick with the idea too, where it's like, I mean, the guy, there's clearly enough evidence there in the story where you should probably delete the content like this.
Yeah,
this isn't a guy who can
for
you respect.
photos of us. That seems pretty normal.
Let's camera kind of, I was looking for photos of us. It's like, yeah, it doesn't mean that he gives you permission to go through it. Like, okay, yes. This is one of those things where, like, what you've done is scummy, but it's resulted, it's like the ends have justified the means. But anyway, let's go back to that other story. The top comment is saying Natar. And honestly, I am disgusted that people are saying otherwise. The intensity of fact that you snooped is negated by the fact that he probably retained those photos without consent. If he did, whole nother story, but I doubt it. Edit. What really shocks me is how some people are more concerned about the morality surrounding snooping than the potential for Opie's brother keeping explicit pics and vids of his exes without their knowledge. I feel it's a case of, if you saw someone drowning a puppy, okay, maybe make it more severe, drowning a bag of puppies, and you responded by punching them to the point they became a vegetative state. Okay, you did a bad thing, but they were drowning puppies. I kind of respect your decision to beat the hell out of that person. I don't know, that's where I'd stand on it. That's my justification. Emily giving me a what? Really confused look there.
Because I thought you meant vegetative as in they're gonna go drown now because they can't swim.
No, I meant like they're
I was
just
like, that's a bit extreme,
state.
Jack.
You know, just shank them 5 times, blow their head off, murder their family. Yeah, it justifies the means. No.
Another thought.
Yes.
Which I don't like, but I could also imagine that the ex gave him permission to keep them seen as they slept together while she was married. And she's probably like, this is a little token of our secret affair.
See, that's what I was thinking at first as well. Because I know some people out there who think like that. They treat it, because some people do treat that promiscuity and those experiences with others as a fond memory to have. And, you ask for permission like, hey, I hope you have enough trust in me that I won't ever share this with anyone, but can I keep this kind of thing? And they say, yes, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I feel like there's a moral thing to it though as well. Like, you really gotta be open to new partners about it too. Like, hey, I have this old content of stuff. Is that something you're comfortable with? If not, I will delete this kind of stuff. I feel it's kind of weird for you to keep old intimacy of your previous partners when you're with someone new who you're trying to start a genuine bond with. Sounds a bit like you're kind of just keeping this to the side of if I ever need it. Overall, I'm going to say Natar. I think it's weird that those comments are saying Natar so much. That's pretty fascinating. But now let's move on to someone who asks a question as such, but then goes on a weird, slightly incestual tangent. It's great. Let's learn about someone's fascination with their sister's butt. Am I the a-hole for insulting my girlfriend's ass? I'm a 20-year-old male, and I've been dating my 19 female for 2 years now. So, my girlfriend always likes to make fun of my butt, saying how small it is. Whenever she smacks my butt, she will pretend her hand is hurt. On occasion, she will even hit it while we're sleeping together. Not sex, but actually in the same bed. And be like, can you move your bony leg? So yesterday, my girlfriend made a joke about my butt when I said to her, you're only talking schmidt because you're a girl and girls are designed to have fat butts. So she started saying that even if I was a girl, my butt would be small. I told her, my sister has a fat butt, and all my female cousins are not lacking in that department, so it's not a fair comparison. For context, my girlfriend does have a nice butt. However, this is the line. However, it is nothing compared to my sister, who clearly has a bigger dump truck of a juicy booty. It's not those words, but that's clearly what she's implying. And is also taller than my girlfriend, so that's even harder to have a fatter butt while tall. My girlfriend seemed to get offended that I apparently thought my sister's butt was bigger. So I told her, of course I love her butt more. It's just an objective fact that my sister's butt is bigger, so therefore, if I was a girl, I would have a bigger butt than hers. She seemed to get offended by thinking that I somehow didn't like her butt anymore, and later we were about to have smexy time when she non-stop kept saying how her butt apparently wasn't good enough for me. I told her that her booty was perfect, and I only roasted her back as it was in my defense, defending my booty jeans, and that I still think she has a perfect butt. She is still offended, and I wanted to know if I was the a-hole here. Am I the a-hole here?
This sounds like when a girl is like, if I was a snail, would you still love me? That's such a weird argument to be having. Yeah, I'd have a fat ass if I was a woman. Why does it matter?
I mean, I can understand. You could have just gone with the fact like, hey, I noticed you do this quite a lot, and look, I don't care too much about my butt, but you keep bringing it up. You will normally find anything about yourself fine until people keep pointing it out in some derogative way or some degrading fashion. Eventually, you're going to be like, oh, well, now I am insecure about this thing. Obviously, that's what's happened to this guy here, but his way to tackle the issue is instead to resort to objectivity that it's like when you try to define to people the difference between a pedophile and an ebophile and stuff. You can't do that without making yourself sound like a pedophile. It just doesn't work. So I feel sorry for the guy. I am gonna have to say Natar, but just the way he executed it, you're an idiot. Everyone sucks here. This was so painful. Someone please pass the ibuprofen. Opie snaps back at this comment. Everyone sucks here. She shouldn't have to insult your body like that, but why would you roast her back by comparing her butt to your sister's? Your choice of words were weird. That's sick and gross. This hurts to read. Sweet Home Alabama? Opie coming back with a scathing reply. Tell me you have family issues without telling me you have family issues. Nothing wrong or weird about pointing out good traits in your family members. I would die for my sister, and me praising her and her body to others is not weird. We are family, and that's what family does. Yes, I agree. Definitely nothing wrong with pointing out good traits to people you're related to, but the ass? No! That's weird. Yeah, it reeks of the energy of Donald Trump saying that if his daughter wasn't his daughter, he'd be dating her.
Ew.
You just don't say that. It doesn't matter how assured you are of yourself mentally and psychologically and even, I guess, sexually. You don't make those kind of comments about your family members. Oh, this one's great. This one reeks of, this is my daddy and my daddy only energy. Am I the a-hole for not wanting my dad to walk my sister down the aisle and just to walk me on my wedding day? I grew up in a home with 4 siblings. A few years ago, one of my siblings did an ancestry DNA and learned my dad had another daughter. My dad was never told by the mother at the time, and she had left the daughter with pictures of him. She is older than all of my siblings, being in her late 30s. She has a very small family, and my dad welcomed her into our home. With years lost, my dad didn't bother for a paternity test immediately, being a family. She came around a lot at first, but soon she felt my dad wasn't exactly who she imagined from the pictures she had. They talk on the phone from time to time, and for now, that's about it. This year, both she and I got engaged. Her wedding will be just a few months before mine. Being that my other siblings eloped or had been males, my dad has never gotten the chance to walk a daughter down the aisle. This is a very special part of my wedding to me. I couldn't wait to give him that experience. Recently, my dad told me that she was talking of having my dad walk her down the aisle. They are not close, and I was actually surprised she would even want him to be, being that she has a male that she relates to as her stepfather and has raised her all her life up until this point. This news made me upset because I have honored this moment. I have not reacted or said any of this, just an emotion I have. For me, it has been very difficult to be told someone is family and have those immediate emotional responses. You can want that, but that doesn't mean it's how you actually feel. So essentially, she doesn't want daddy to be with another daughter of his because it's her daddy and her daddy only.
So he just has a child from another woman.
Yeah.
And her wedding just happens to be a month before the main daughter's.
Yep. And apparently
And
that's awful. Yeah, it's unacceptable because her dad is going to walk down the aisle with his daughter first instead of his daughter, you know? Like, oh, horrible. Anyway, top comment saying, ain't no way you wrote this whole thing without realizing you're an a-hole. Ain't no way. Yeah, it do be like that. Though, interestingly, we've got a Natar, and you will be the only daughter he walks down the aisle. She may be many things, but a daughter she is not, especially after rejecting him like that. Consider her wedding walk a practice for the real one. Yours!
What?
Smells of an alternate account. Oh, I love this. I think I found someone worse than OP. What a disgusting attitude. She is, of course, his true daughter. Get the frick out of here. She didn't reject him. She met him, talks to him, and wants to share this moment with him. I hope the eldest daughter's wedding blows OP's out of the water because of her gross attitude. If her younger sister got married first, it wouldn't be any less special for OP, just like her older sister is not making it less special. I hate people like you with evil in their hearts. Yeah, that's just Disney villain level nasty. Oh, wait, okay, so we've got this comment here. Oh yeah, also saying Natar. According to your post, she feels he's not what she imagined he would be and seems disappointed with who he is. She now only talks to him rarely on the phone. Why would she then ask him to take such an active role in her wedding? I don't know, maybe because the OP clearly lied about that and is using it as her reason as to why she's no longer around. Maybe, you know, the other reason could be that they don't have a bond where she feels the need to always be there with her father physically, that they can just talk on the phone and be happily content there. Anyway, the OP does seem to respond to that story, that comment. Yeah, so ultimately she just seems to be really confused as to why she's having her daddy take her down the aisle and not her stepfather. Which, to quote this comment, it just reads like, me, and then me, 'cause me, it's all about me, me. I think that really helps digest the critical thinking of this OP. Oh, here we go. This one, the top comment alone gives it about 5 yatars, so interesting. Am I the a-hole for asking for my significant other for proof of her location? Some background. A couple months ago, my girlfriend of 4 years asked to go on a break with me because she wasn't happy or fulfilled by our relationship. Admittedly, I took her for granted and wasn't a great boyfriend. We decided to hang out as friends, but I'm still pursuing her in an attempt to fix our relationship. Oh, okay. The person who wanted a break from you, you're going to keep chasing after? Sir, this is not a Disney movie. While we're in this friends phase, I later found out another guy started pursuing her, and she unexpectedly caught feelings for him and is now in a thing with him.
You mean a relationship?
What's this unexpectedly? You think she accidentally got into this other guy? Mate, wow, the illusion you're putting on yourself.
She can't have feelings for anyone else. I've been chasing her for 4 years. She only has eyes for me. This other guy, he's just a distraction, you know? She's pure when she is with me.
If she's not with me, then she's a slut. All of a sudden, she's stuck between me and the other guy. I don't think she's stuck, buddy.
I think she's quite able and free-bodied to go and do what she wants. If anything, he's stuck in her.
All of a sudden, she's stuck between me and another guy. While we're in this new weird phase, I found out she took a plane. I found out she took a plane to go see this guy, but told me she was with friends in a different place.
Because you're a stalker.
Flash forward to today. We're still not dating. So you would... Oh, okay. We're still not dating, but we both still love each other and want to make it work.
I don't think
she has ever said that. Yeah.
I think there's a reason she wanted a break, and it's because of you.
I think the only time she's ever said she loves you so far is she loves you as a friend. This weekend, she goes away on a volunteer trip through her school. I don't think much of it, but then she goes way longer than usual without texting me. The only other time this happened recently was when she was with that other guy.
The guy she's dating.
And I ask her to turn her location on. She says no, because she's afraid of getting tracked by some creep who has been cyberstalking her lately. Oh, wow, the little hint she's given you there, buddy. Then I just tell her I'm afraid she's with that guy and ask for some proof. She fights me and is upset I don't trust her. I tell her normally I'd be on her side, but this has happened before, and if she just sends me something, I'll apologize. She still won't send me anything and just goes to bed and stops responding. Am I the a-hole for asking for proof of her location after she's lied in the past?
This is such a toxic relationship. He is so controlling.
Oh, it's fascinating to see someone...
He thinks he's in the right.
Yeah, he's so blinded by his own reality that he just can't perceive that maybe she doesn't want to be with you anymore, dude. She asked to go on a break with me because she wasn't happy or fulfilled by our relationship. I reckon she said she wanted to break up, but she just worded it slightly wrong. And he just hasn't fully moved on from it.
Or he convinced her, let's just take a break as a trial.
Oh, yes.
Let's not break up. Let's just have a break, you know? Let's just have a little distance. And then we'll see how we feel about getting back together.
Oh, you poor soul. So let's see. Yeah, the top comment is justified, very much so. You're tough for pursuing her, and because you have no respect for the fact she doesn't want to be dating you right now. Dating you ever. Let's probably make that clearer. You're tough for feeling entitled to track this person as if they're your property. You're tough for thinking your entitled reason justifies your entitled behavior. You're tough for not trusting someone you claim to love. Newsflash, you don't trust her, you want to own her, like property. Yetta yetta yetta. Oh, but the OP is here to defend themselves, everybody. Look at them go with that one downvote. Whoops, 2. After reading these comments, I can see that expecting to track her was definitely entitled and certainly not owed to me. I guess I let my anxiety get the best of me and cloud my judgment more than I realize. I get myself so worked up sometimes, I just do the most immature things. Harsh honesty like this is definitely what I need, though. Oh, okay, he's actually reflected pretty well there. Let's,
I don't
boop.
know. That doesn't sound like someone that's reflected well. That's someone that sounds like they're saying more and more negative things about themselves, so their partner will be like, "No, sweetheart, you're not like that. No, it's okay. Don't worry. It's okay." Like, that doesn't sound like, yes, I have done self-reflection and I'm aware. It's like, oh, my anxiety, it just got the better of me and my judgment's
Okay.
so cloudy.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's it. Yep,
Yeah.
back down.
And just like, I guess I let the anxiety get the best of me and cloud my judgment. Like, she's seen someone else. She isn't yours. There is no relationship there. You can't call this thing that she has with another person a thing because they are together.
That's true.
And she's not coming back.
Yeah, it sounds like he's implying that he's still in the right, though, to think they're in a relationship. Yeah. Good reply. You weren't even a good boyfriend to her when you two were dating. You need to take a look at your life and do some more reflecting of how you want to change for good. Yeah.
Wait, well, OP replies a lot.
So more responses here. I appreciate the brutal honesty. I've been considering therapy for a little while now. Maybe if I had gone, this could have been prevented. Yeah! Another Yatada responding to.
Feel like we were dating again.
Oh, okay. Started to feel like it. And I use that to justify my behavior. But you're right. We currently are not in a relationship, and that means certain things. I appreciate the honesty. It's good to see the OP slowly realizing this as we go down the comments. So more Yatars. I'm definitely not the cyberstalker. We see each other regularly and follow each other on all socials, so there's absolutely no need to stalk her online. You are right about the break, though, and her being allowed to do whatever she wants. Yeah, that's kind of what a break is.
And also you don't own her, so...
Yeah. I always feel, if you're on a break, just break up. You're just leaving either one of each other constantly hanging with this little carrot being like, oh, we might get back. We might get back if you find the golden ticket, Charlie. Otherwise, you're fricked.
All of these answers sound the same, which I find hilarious. Go back up.
Like the OP's answers.
It's just literally reconstructed of the past 3 answers he's given.
Look, they seem to be all within the same hour or so I wouldn't be surprised if they just kind of copied and pasted half their comments here. Which, look, when you're actively responding to so many comments, I don't blame you. But look, it seems that later on they did recognize that they're not actually in a relationship. So that's good. Good development there. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. Here's a comment that actually might... So this comment asks for info. Can you elaborate more on your relationship dynamics? It says you all took a break, but it says you were trying to work things out and that you still love each other. So it might actually be a case where maybe he's not completely stupid to think that they might still be a possible thing. These past couple of weeks, we have spent as much time together as we possibly can. When we're together, we act pretty much the same as we did when we were dating. We say we love each other, kiss, have intimacy, talk about living together in the future, and going on dates. We both adore each other and feel like we're meant to be together in the end, but haven't officially declared ourselves a couple because these past 3 to 4 months have been rocky and we want to be certain the issues we had won't happen again. As for the other guy, he's still pursuing her and she still talks to him, partly because she feels that she has to or he'll kill himself, but doesn't want to date him and has told him that. Whoa, buddy. Okay. This is a lot more information that should have been in the original story. Yes, I know this is all extremely messy. If someone else told me the story, I'd probably tell them they're a lunatic, but here I am. And yeah, this comment, absolutely. If she's still talking to that guy while you're doing all that together, I'd say she's stringing you along. Wants the benefits of a relationship without actually having to commit. You should move on. This dynamic isn't healthy for you. I'm gonna kind of, based on that info, Emily, I'm gonna make the bold decision here and actually say Nata, purely because of how she's pulled him along with all this. I mean, granted...
No.
Oh, challenge?
Because you're not saying it to the question. The question is, am I the asshole for requesting her location?
But I'd say
that is an asshole move. You're saying Nata based on this further information that no, in general, he is not an asshole. But based on the question that he asked, yes, he is.
Okay, yes. But still, the fact that, like, he's been led on to believe that they are actually a thing again, or like they're becoming a thing again. And so when you're becoming a thing again, obviously there's a sense of understanding that, okay, if you're becoming more serious together, you'd stop pursuing other people you're seeing on the side of things. And she's denying it, or at least hiding it. And so he's like, okay, if you're truly not, prove it to me, because right now it feels like you're doing the exact things that are in this situation. For me, it feels like you're cheating on me right now, but you're saying you're not doing that kind of thing. So can you prove that you're not? Because right now I can't trust you. And she's proven that he can't trust her. So in this case, he should just break up with her. So in his request for proof, is he the a-hole there? I kind of feel like he's not, but it's only because of how she's been, I don't want to say she's been making him think all this, because, you know, it's still his own ignorance at play here that should be a factor. But I mean, if you're with someone and they're saying that they love you, that they, we'll leave that one to the comments then, I guess. What do you guys think? Are you on Emily's side or are you on my side? The cool guy who, please be on my side, please. I defeated Emily in that earlier point with the multi-level marketing thing. Let's make this 2 for 2, people. Come on, 2 for 2.
Because they're so similar. A single word versus a toxic relationship.
Yeah, come on. 2 for 2. Well, friends, that ends today's stories. As always, thank you so much for watching. Leaving a like and subscribing really does help go a long way with the channel and things. So if you could do that, that would be amazing. And I would love your face. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. Emily, say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And we'll see you next time. Ciao. Wee.